Well, it's a cool morning here in Culver, Indiana. We're at Lake Maxinkuckee, and we're here with Brad Stutzman of Locke Construction. Brad, you're doing some work on this home back here. Before we talk about the house, hey, what a really nice ride to this position along the lake. What a beautiful town, huh?
Yeah, it is. It is a really nice town to be in. Just nice, small, and you got the beautiful lake in the background. Just when you work and you're tired of work and you just look out and there's the lake, you're just kind of refreshing in a way.
Brad, you've been here for a couple of months working on this project, and as you can see by the video, there's a lot of house here. And you started actually doing some siding, you did some roofing, you've done a lot of things here. Let's start with the roof, can we? Tell us about what entailed, what was really involved in this project in terms of the roof. What did you have to do?
Well, first of all, we tore off all the shingles of the house. There was about 65 square of shingles, which is quite a bit. And since the roof is a 12-12 pitch, which means it goes up at a 45-degree angle, we had to use roof jacks, use a lift to tear off all the shingles, and it was just a timely process. It took a long time, Craig.
Sounds like a project. Now, this isn't the first time that Locke Construction has been at this home. In fact, Brad, you were telling me that some time ago, in fact, a few years ago, you were here with your crew. Probably not you because you're way too young,
Yeah,
but one of your crew members was here doing some work on the roof, and it was really at that time that you began to assess the damage and really try to determine what would be best in terms of getting that pitch and peak and some valleys so the water wouldn't be such a problem. So that was done a few years ago.
Yeah, about 7 years ago. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the very top of the roof up there was flat at one time, and a guy on my crew came back and they built it up, they set new trusses, and they made it a 12-12 all the way up, and then they had reshingled it then, and now the homeowner said that he wanted it reshingled again, and we fixed the flashing around the chimney and built some saddles which helped water get away better on the other side of the chimney. So it was once again quite the project. It was a challenging project, and it was just something that you always had to be on your toes on.
Well, in a day and age, Brad, where we're talking so much about preserving what we have with today's economy and all that, it just really makes sense to make sure that you don't have any moisture problems. There was quite a bit of moisture, wasn't there, behind some of what you're talking about?
Yeah, where the roof was flat, water was able to get underneath, and it rotted away a lot of the underlayment, the OSB. A lot of the chimney flashing water had gotten underneath there, and we had to replace a lot of that stuff. And it's just kind of amazing how much, even in a 10-year span, how much water damage can do if it's not fixed properly the first time, and that's what we found here.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Well, fixing it right is really important, and getting it done with Locke Construction extremely important. Now, Brad, as we close this segment, got to ask you, how long do you think this roof will last? Do you think you'll be back here anytime soon?
Well, we put on 50-year certainteed shingles, so I'm hoping that I will never have to come back and reshingle this roof. So, and CertainTeed's a good brand, and those shingles, there should not be a problem ever with those shingles, so at least not for 50 years, hopefully.
Well, good. Well, good work out here, Brad. And again, folks, if you'd like to find out more information about what Locke can do for you, you just check out the website, or you can go to myfresh.tv and we can tell you more there too. But there's all kinds of different kinds of settings. This is a beautiful lake setting here, but if you're inside the city limits, you might want to give Locke a call as well. They can help you regardless of where you're at. You'll love what they build for you. Thanks again, Brad. We'll be back in just a little bit, so stay tuned.